Hello, Carl here with Sustainability Theory News. We're over at MotherEarthNews.com, and they have an article on chemical-free home orchards. If you want to grow fruit and nut trees at home, you have to be vigilant. There are lots of bugs and pests, diseases that these trees are susceptible to. And you want to make sure you give your trees the best chance to not only survive, but to thrive. Now, a lot of the ideas mentioned in this article are great for smaller orchards and might not scale up to the full commercial model. But they talk about integrated pest management, specifically pheromone sensors that can tell you when bugs start to come into the area. But if you're an experienced gardener, you can usually tell that just by what time of year it is. The second week of June, certain bugs like to come out versus the second week of September. Now, organic insecticides. Well, first, I want to touch more on IPM, Integrated Pest Management. It's also about designing the plot very well. You can have some herbs and spices surrounding the orchard that repel a lot of the bad pests while attracting pollinators like bees. Speaking of pollinators, organic insecticides, oftentimes they will harm bees and other pollinators. So you want to use those as sparingly as possible, if at all. There are all sorts of somewhat natural methods of getting rid of pests, funguses that live in the soil that prevent bugs from laying more eggs, or rather eating away at the bugs that are there in their grub state. So there's a lot of options. Here's one where they put a little footy, a little booty, that's basically a temporary sock at shoe stores over their peach to prevent bugs from eating it. And they also talk about how you want to remove old fruit and diseased branches, not only from the trees, but from the orchard. Take them away, put them in a compost pile far, far, far away from your orchard, and don't use that compost in the orchard. That will allow for the transmission of many diseases. And lastly, they talk about improving the fruit tree's immune system through healthy soil. Large amounts of trace minerals are also good. They talk about healthy pruning habits, which are basically use a nice clean pair of shears when you go between trees. Just some rubbing alcohol might do the trick. A lot of good little tips and tricks in this article, and it will be linked in the description. And if you'd like to see more news headlines like this, subscribe to my channel. Have a great day.